Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Things are heating up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. XRP might be on the move. Who's upset about it? Not me. $2.51 trillion market cap for crypto. And although the market is off by 3%, 66,700 plus for Bitcoin, it's a crucial point. If it can get above 67,000, they say the sky's the limit, ladies and gentlemen. Ethereum here, 3,300 plus. USD Tether is 114 billion plus market cap. And XRP back at the number 6 spot at 62 cents. It's up 3% in the 24-hour and up 5.3 on the 7-day. Now, if we look here, USDC sitting at 33 billion plus market cap as well. When will we see the real US dollar? Well, you know what? We're going to hear from Ripple on that in just a moment here. We're going to talk about that real US dollar in a second. Sitting right on the nose at 63 cents, ranging between 59 and 63 cents. You can see XRP's out for a jog this morning. Now, let's take a look at this because I got some news for you, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to like it. If you haven't signed up for Link 2, or if you have, we have an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. FYI, promotion from midnight Pacific time last night until tonight, the 31st. You have an opportunity, valid on any company. You listen to this now. Get $1,000 in Bitcoin for orders between 10 and 25K. Get $2,500 worth of Bitcoin. Think about it. This market's about to explode. Get $2,500 worth of Bitcoin. I'm just saying, in short order, could be worth $5,000, right? But get $2,500 worth of Bitcoin for orders between 25 and 50K. And get $5,000 worth of Bitcoin right now for orders of 50K and over. Private equity, the best private equity in the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a joke. This is real. The link below to our sponsor. Click the link and get started. Because here's what I can tell you. If you're going to mess around and find out if the stuff is gone, you won't get the advantage of the offer, the promotion that's happening right now. Who doesn't want a little Bitcoin right now knowing where it's going? Come on in. And private equity too. Yeah. Ice cream with sprinkles on top. That's what I'm talking about. Elon Musk points out a very, very real fact here, ladies and gentlemen. Since January 2020, the debt has ballooned by 50% from $23 trillion to $35 trillion. Interest on debt is also skyrocketed with high rates, averaging 5% lately. And, listen, and here's what we're going to say to this. It's because I have something I want to show you here. It's this right here. Hyperinflation in Venezuela caused a complete collapse of their economy, making money worthless. They literally tossed the money in a dumpster. We've seen this happen around the world. And you know how it happens where you live? Is if you think it only happens somewhere else. George Gammon points out here the 10-year yield is down to 4.17. Why? The U.S. debt isn't a problem. The government spending, which creates the debt, is the problem. There you go. George has got it. You know George is on top of it. Ripple recognized as top 100 corporate philanthropists in the Bay Area by the San Francisco Business Times. This is the third consecutive year the fintech giant has made the list, along with Google and others. JP Morgan Chase as well. You can see Ripple right there at the number 5 spot. Always doing great things, right? Well, BlackRock and Fidelity have increased their Bitcoin ETF holdings to a combined total of 519,597 Bitcoin worth $34.9 billion. Hello. This is, I don't even know what to say. I mean, look, the writing's on the wall, ladies and gentlemen. And Link 2's doing a promotion right now where you can get you some Bitcoin. Come on in. I got to think about getting some more private equity. BlackRock has no plans for a Solana ETF and completely snubbed the idea. And basically, this is exactly what they said here. They said had no plans to launch a Solana ETF in the near future. So we'll really look at the investability to see what it meets the criteria. It says here it meets the bar to be delivered in an ETF. And for us right now, both between investability considerations and also what we hear from our clients, Bitcoin and Ether definitely meet that bar. Cohen said in response to the question about possible plans to launch more altcoin ETFs, he said here, would be a while before investors would be able to see anything else from the financial giant. And that's from BlackRock, right? So watch out for there. I would imagine after 25 and the election, the door's wide open. Well, if we get a change of administration, right? Year-to-date institutional flows from crypto exchange-traded products reach a record number of $20.5 billion, says CoinShares. Oh my gracious. This is amazing. And remember the conversation that was had when Donald Trump said that he would fire Gary Gensler on day one, and then some other people said, nah, you can't do that. Well, we're not fans of Jay Clayton, but even he acknowledges you can do that. And we got somebody else that confirms how you could do it too.
Well, stablecoin has proven to be an astonishing facilitator.
Actually, this is a clip about stablecoin. I do have a clip of him talking about replacing the chair. But let me give you that because I want to. Here it is right here. This is the Honorable Chris Giancarlo. We know he's got it on lock. Listen to how he shows that Donald Trump gets the win. He can replace Gary Gensler in just one call. It's over. Take a listen.
Trump's promise on day one to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Obviously, that came with huge amount of applause that our viewers just heard. But doesn't his term end in 2026? And isn't that position protected from a president firing without cause?
Simone, chairs of regulatory agencies, at least the CFTC and the SEC, serve at the pleasure of the president. Their term as a commissioner doesn't necessarily overlap with the presidential term. So it's often the case that chairs need to step down as chair, can remain as a commissioner. But under the authorizing statute for both the SEC and the CFTC, no more than 3 of the 5 commissioners can be of the president's own party. So in fact, President Trump would likely have the opportunity to name an additional Republican commissioner to the 2 Republicans already there, and to designate his own chairman. So in fact, he does have the power on day one to fire any chair and replace that with his own acting chair until it goes through Senate confirmation.
There you have it right there. Shout out to the Honorable Chris Giancarlo for that answer. Now, let's talk about this. So now let's talk about stablecoins, understanding that we're about to see the Real USD launched, and also understanding that the current SEC chair sees stablecoins potentially as securities too. But let's listen to the former coward SEC chair, Jay Clayton here, who sued Ripple on his last day of office because he's a chump.
Well, stablecoin has proven to be an astonishing facilitator of dollar-based global transactions in that you can now do dollar-based transactions around the globe in very little time with very little friction, as compared with, wire transfers, money transfers taking hours or days and requiring, what I would say is lots of fees and the like. Stablecoin transactions take place virtually instantaneously and with very low friction. And what we're seeing is a tremendous amount of retail dollar transaction take-up outside the United States. I think this is an incredibly bullish thing for the dollar around the globe, and one that our regulators really need to focus on, because the benefits of dollar hegemony, the benefits of the dollar being the basis for transactions around the globe is so important to the United States. It's so important to the globe from a stability point of view. If there's a better technology to accomplish that, we should be figuring out how to facilitate it. Well,
he's not wrong. And we still don't care for him, but he's not wrong. Now, the Real USD has been designed to defy limitations by existing on 2 blockchains, ladies and gentlemen. And this is being celebrated by the Digital Euro Association. Ripple is launching its own Real USD to compete In the booming market with a focus on trust, compliance, accessibility, Real USD will be offered on both the XRP Ledger and Ethereum blockchain. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Right out of the gate, this is a big deal. Well, and here we have, you know who it is, Jack McDonald, formerly of PolySign, and still hasn't answered a lot of questions about what happened there. Maybe David Schwartz could step up and tell us what happened to PolySign. Seems how Jack doesn't want to do it. We need to find out exactly what happened to PolySign. But until then, let's listen to Jack as he settles into his position at Ripple as Senior VP of Stablecoins.
What do you plan to do over the, say, next 30, 60, 90 days to define a plan for your new path?
A lot of work to be done. Locking up banking partners, critical, and also just other service providers in the industry. You know, you really can't go it alone, and we try to stick to our lane. And obviously, we're going to seek approval to issue a stable coin. We're going to do that on the XRPL ledger in addition to Ethereum. So excited about that. But that really begets a whole host of other service providers that we need on the banking side for transaction, on and off ramps for reserve banking, someone to manage the reserves. There's a lot of compliance needs. We've been talking to the folks at Zero Hash and others. And so part of it's just bringing that A-team of providers, monthly attestations from the accounting firms. So there's kind of an internal and an external swim lane, if you will, that needs to come together. And also understanding where the use cases are and where our real value exchange can be differentiated, because there are obviously some established players. We think we've got some unique needs within the Ripple community right now that we've been listening to our customers who have been asking for certain attributes to a stablecoin that we're targeted towards building. So a lot of exciting considerations going on right now and a lot of work being done really on all those fronts.
I got to be honest. I like the idea of this Ripple stablecoin. I don't know what truly happened to PolySign, and I think we need those answers. Not happy with the way Jack McDonald has handled that. That is for damn sure. Actually, lack of handling of it, that is for sure. And hopefully we get some more answers. I hope everybody professionally engages him and Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse on social media to find out what in the hell has happened here. Or even David Schwartz. He was so excited about PolySign. Why nothing now? Let's hear from the people who were promoting and pushing this stuff. We need answers. What happened? What really happened? Meanwhile, think about that real US dollar stablecoin and think about just some of these, maybe all of these, taking a position and saying, hey, Ripple, can you mint us X amount of that real US stablecoin so we can get to work with it? Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. XRP monthly chart shows bullish trends with targets set at $2 to $4. I say let it rip. Right here, Dig Perspectives, the Freedom Zone. Oh, we're going into the Freedom Zone today, and I tell you, you're going to want to join us because we got lots of information that you're going to need to see here. And it's all very pertinent to every person on the planet. I hope you'll join us, but censorship is very real, and that's why you got to go to digperspectives.com and click the Freedom Zone and come on in. We're getting started right now. Not financial advice from me or anyone else, just my digital perspectives. All right.